Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to Northumbria's live Q&A session for potential European students. So, hi everyone. I don't know if you can hear me okay. If you can, please comment yes in the comment section. I know there's a little bit of delay, but if you comment, that'll be great. So, my name is Lena. I'm an international recruitment coordinator for Europe here at Northumbria. You might have met me in your own country in autumn or spring. If you have, nice to see you again. Hi again. If you haven't, that's okay. I hope you enjoyed this session. Welcome. I have a wonderful group of staff and students here with me. So what we'll do today is we're gonna do our best to answer as many of your questions as we can to help you make an informed decision about studying at Northumbria University. So, so if you do have any questions throughout this live session, just comment them and we'll try to get through them at the end. Yeah, so don't be shy. Just put your comments there. And I also have a really exciting announcement that we have a competition during this session. So it's a competition to win a Northumbria hoodie, just as beautiful as the ones that our students here are wearing. So just like those ones. All you need to do is to comment your top reason of why you love Northumbria University. Just that. And then we'll choose some lucky winners. So good luck, keep commenting, and you might be a winner. So students here with me. So would you like to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Sam and I'm the sales manager for the accommodation team.
I'm Ekaterina and I'm studying international business management.
My name is Diana. I'm in my final year of graphic design, and you might have met me in Bucharest at the international fair.
Yeah, so Diana who's there with me, and Ekaterina, which year are you in?
I'm second year now.
Second year. Okay, perfect. So you both have some experience of being here, so
Yeah.
that's great. It'll be nice to hear everyone's answers and views. So we have a couple of questions come in already, so we're gonna go straight to them. So first one is for the questions, so for the students, sorry. So Diana and Katerina, if you could answer this one. Why did you choose Northumbria University?
Do you want to go first?
So the reason why I chose it was the first reason the course I was looking into. I was looking specifically for international business management courses. And after looking for a while, everyone makes the search. You have to have your 5 first options for UCAS applications. And I found my first 5, and then I looked the university, like as a whole, the city where it was, and that was it. I just fell in love with Northumbria.
That's great.
When I applied, my course was the best in the country outside of London. So that was a major thing that made me choose Northumbria. But then as I started doing more research about it, I realized that it's much cheaper and it's more affordable. It's much nicer for students. The campus is really, really close to everything else in the city. So it just clicked for me.
Yeah, wonderful. That's great. That's great. And you mentioned about you started talking about how affordable Newcastle is. So as we're on the money topic, we always get a question about scholarships. So we got one today as well. So the question is, what scholarships are available to the EU students? So I'm really happy to say that we do have a scholarship for UK and EU students at the moment. It's a scholarship that's given to 200 outstanding students from UK or EU, and it's a cash amount of £3,500. So it's quite a significant scholarship, and this is open to all undergraduate students for all full-time courses studied at Newcastle campus. So the selection process is competitive, so you have to meet specific entry requirements. So for example, if you're from Cyprus, you have to get a 19 in your Politerian. If you're from Lithuania, like me, you have to get 9 from your Brandos Attestatus, and so on. So those specific requirements are on our website, so you can find them there. And then you also just need to write a short paragraph about how getting the scholarship is going to change your future. We also have a couple of other scholarships available that are subject specific. So one of them is for music students, and another one is for design for industry. So there's a lot of great scholarships for you to look at. So have a look on our website. Yeah, and so we can see that there's financial support available. And on top of that, Diana mentioned this as well, that this is an affordable city, and we actually have been often, Newcastle is often voted as one of the most affordable cities in the whole of the UK. But it's not just that. And I would like to talk a bit more about the city. So what is it like to live in Newcastle as a student?
I think I notice a difference whenever I travel in other city of England, and I realise everything's a bit more expensive, and all my friends are paying more money on accommodation or even just the weekly food. So I think it's really really good that Newcastle is very affordable, even the accommodation, and it's very very nice. Also, it's a very vibrant city, full of life, and
And it's like somehow like a student city because of the different universities are all around. So especially inside the center where like Northumbria is, it's mostly students. We don't meet lots of like other than us, which is a good thing somehow.
I think if you go out in the middle of the day in the main area of the city, you only meet students,
Yeah.
which is overwhelming.
Yeah, and you also save money on transportation because you don't actually need transportation. Everything is working distance. So supermarkets, clothing stores, bars, clubs, anything that you need, you literally walk to go there. So no transport fees.
Yeah.
Also, everyone living in the city knows that it's a city full of students, so they organize events for students, so you never get bored in Newcastle.
That's
Never
very,
ever.
very friendly city.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
It's
true.
been voted the friendliest city in England.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been voted as the best city for students, the number one city in the UK for students.
We approve.
5 years in a row. And you mentioned how many students there are, so I have a fun stat for you. Every sixth person in Newcastle is a student. That's why it feels like there's so many, because there are many.
There are many students. I think
Um,
it's quite also for international students because you guys are international. It's very easy to adapt, and people are extremely nice. I've never met anyone say anything bad about me being coming from another country. Very respectful, and don't worry about your English skills because it's not a problem here.
Yeah, great. And that actually goes into my next question that we had come in as well. How did you find settling into Newcastle and to Northumbria? Did you take part in any activities that Northumbria, put in place for students to integrate better?
Yeah.
What was your experience with that?
My first year, we actually had a second or third year student to guide us, like the international students. We were forming groups, and this person was responsible for us to show us around the city, to some tips about like places where to go, days when it's going to be cheaper. So it was like a nice, engaging thing that we had on our first year.
I remember the design school has this thing, or other schools probably as well. We had a tutor and a lecturer specifically for international students to help you improve your language skills and writing skills for essays. So we learn a lot of terminology that's very design related, which was good because it's stuff that you don't know necessarily learn at school, but they back you up with
Yeah,
that.
to add to that is a module called ALS,
Mhm.
and it's like even if you're American, you have to take the class because it's based on on the way how the British schools want us to write the essays and assignments. So even if you speak English and you know you speak English, you have to take the class. It's very helpful.
About certainly, and you have a lot of opportunities to through the student many societies. If you don't like the societies they have, you can just set up your own society and meet like-minded people. I've met all of my friends through the societies at uni, and I think we're going to be friends forever now. But it's just good that because if you have a hobby or a passion, you can meet people that do the same thing as you. So it's never hard, and you have a starting point to start a conversation or just.
And I know that you, Diana, you're really active with society. So which ones are you're part of?
I'm part of the photography society. This is the second year in the committee, and I've just set up the graphic design society. We're doing a lot of activities. We're selling Christmas cards, doing trips for international students, which are quite demanded by people. It's really nice.
That's great. And I also like to mention that we have a meet and greet service. So that's just the first thing that helps you to settle in. So if you arrive during the specific days in September, we can meet you at the airport with a sign Northumbria University, pick you up, organize your transport to your accommodation completely for free. So that's another way to meet people that are arriving at the same time, and it's just a hassle-free way to get to your accommodation. So that's available as well.
Speaking of that, they do help you move in and move all of your stuff in your apartment, so you don't get lost around the campus and the accommodations. It's really nice. And then I remember we have the Freshers Week, which is really, really cool. A lot of events especially designed for you to meet other people and make friends. And also there are tours around the city. They show you the outskirts of the city and everything that's cool, give you tips and tricks.
Yeah, we could talk about this all day. There's lots of support available. I remember Freshers Week was just definitely a highlight when I was a student as well in my first year. This is amazing. There's so many events, and I know a lot of students worry about making friends when they get there, but that's just the least thing you could worry about.
There's
This is
an
another problem.
international tea party, I think. So they gather all the international students in one big room, and they just have different activities and make them interact with each other. So it's a really, really nice environment.
That's great. And I'd just like to remind all of the viewers that if you have any questions, just keep commenting them below. We'll look through them all at the end and go through them. And also, don't forget to comment why you love Northumbria. So you just have to say why you love Northumbria, and you have a chance to win a Northumbria hoodie, just like the one that the students are wearing. So keep commenting. So we spoke about the city, about the scholarships. Now let's talk about another topic that we always get questions about: accommodation. So this is for you, Samantha.
Yeah.
A few of you asked, is there accommodation on campus?
So all of our accommodation is on campus, apart from one building which is called Trinity Square, but that is still only a 20-minute walk from here. So it means you can be in the library from your accommodation to the library within a couple of minutes. So we've got lots of different options available, depending on what people are after. So we've got catered accommodation, en suite, shared facilities where you share your shower and toilet facilities with other people within your flat. So it just depends on what kind of people are after.
So there's a bit of everything for anyone's taste.
Oh yes.
Yeah. And what are the accommodation prices?
So it starts from £80 a week for your shared facilities and goes up to about £130 for a ensuite room. We also have a couple of studios in different options as well, which are start from around £165, £170 a week as well.
Okay, that's great. And I know that you sometimes have offers as well for students. So is there anything at the moment?
Yeah, we always have an offer on, so we always say to look online before anyone books and do the kind of research. At the moment, we've got Trinity Square on offer for £99 a week, and we've also thrown in Sports Centre membership. So that is an amazing offer, but it is limited time, so it's only going to probably run until January time. But keep looking online, because once that's finished, there'll be something else on. We just don't know what it is going to be yet.
Yeah, you have to be quick with this one. Trinity Square is one of the accommodations that's been renovated completely very recently. It's amazing. It has a cinema room, doesn't it? And just lots of amazing facilities in the accommodation.
Yeah. So it's the biggest accommodation that we've got. It's just short of 1,000 bedrooms. All of the rooms, our flats have washing machines, dishwashers, tumble dryers. Everyone's spoilt in Trinity Square. It's a lovely atmosphere across there. It has already got a small gym as well. It is the newest accommodation that I've got, and it's lovely. It's my favourite.
Yeah. So there is an offer for that one, guys. So if you want to apply, just go to the northumbria.ac.uk/accommodation, and you can find a bit more information about the offer. And to get that offer, of course, you have to apply first. So how do you apply for the accommodation?
So they can't apply until you've made Northumbria first choice, and then once you've done that, you get a username and password, which gives you access to the student portal. Once you've done that, you log online and it's like picking a seat in a plane. So it's self-selection, so you can pick what building you want to be in, what floor, what flat, down to what room. It'll tell you if somebody has already put into that flat, if they are male or female, postgrad, undergrad, how old they are, whereabouts in the world they're from, and what course they're doing. So the power is now in students' hands as to who they want to live with. We ask them to fill out a bit of more information about themselves, so they can put a bit of a background in there as well. Once they've picked a room they're happy with, they pay a deposit, sign the contract, and that's them sorted until they move in. That will then get access to Facebook groups, so they can log in online and say, I'm in Trinity Square, flat 1, room 1, who else is in my flat? Did you book that?
Yeah.
Because it's changed slightly. I know you stayed in accommodation before, but it had.
It was really useful to meet my flatmates before we got here.
Yeah, we get a lot more positive feedback from the students, allowing them to pick the rooms themselves, because then they can decide what are the courses the flatmates are on, which is a lot better.
That's right. Yeah. So you can also see virtual tours and vlogs made by our students on northumbria.ac.uk/accommodation. So if you want to explore more, there's lots of information available on that website. And moving on to the next question, of course, one of the main reasons why students choose to study at university in general is to become more employable and get a job afterwards. So let's talk about employability. We did get a question about it. It says, what makes Northumbria give me the edge when it comes to getting a job? So how does it make you more employable? So I'll just briefly mention a little bit about this question, and then I'll let you guys talk about your experience. Is that okay? So we're really proud at Northumbria that it has a really strong employability focus, and we are currently number 7 in the UK for employability of our graduates. So it almost can't get any higher, and we're really proud of that. So whatever course you choose, there's going to be a lot of practical information, a lot of opportunities to work with the industry. And when I first moved to UK to study, I was really pleasantly surprised that there is so much support available to help you build your career. So at Northumbria, for example, we have careers and employability service. So you can book one-to-one appointments to help you build your future. And you can also go to CV workshops, to interview workshops, to help you write your application letters and things like that. Such lots of support. And students can also sign up to jobs online to discover part-time jobs, volunteering opportunities, all things like that. So just to really enhance their employability. And what was your experience with that like?
Well, as an IBM student, I have to do placement abroad on my 3rd year. So I had to use a lot of these services in order to be able to apply for a job for next year. And well, obviously we have support like on how to write our CVs, how to speak on the interviews, like about our body language. Even when it comes to finding jobs, we have careers fair. Usually it's a 2 days careers fair, and different companies are coming inside, and we get to speak with the hiring managers to ask what they're looking for, if they have any places for us. And also we know that the career service, it's open up to 5 years after we graduate. So if you graduate and you struggle, you can always come back and always like still ask for advice from them. They will be supporting you like for a long time. And they've been very helpful, and you can always also find different jobs inside the campus. The student union, they provide many jobs, and you usually have to apply the year before, so you wait for the people graduating to finish, and then you start in September. But they're like jobs in the bar, entrance at the office, like the desk office, and different like other activities and jobs offered. You can be a student representative on open days, which is amazing. You get to speak every day about your course and meet new people and literally bring them inside and speak about your experiences.
And you mentioned you're going to go on a placement?
Yes.
So can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah,
that sounds really exciting.
Well, first I'm going to do an exchange starting in March, which I'm going to Japan. And I'm very excited about that. And then my placement, I'm still applying for my jobs because it's like until next year, but it's either like the opportunity to work somewhere or to study abroad if I don't find a job. So also like when it comes to exchange or studying abroad, the university has like many partners with other universities, and you can go to Asia, the US, Australia, and many countries in Europe. So the way is open to us.
Yeah.
I just wanted to add to that question, because in the creative industry, you have to also build a portfolio. And I also had a whole module about that. So we concentrated for like 6 weeks on how to build a powerful portfolio, and then a CV, and how to design it, how to present yourself when you go to and talk to companies. It's a bit different, but you have a lot of support from your tutors, and they're very, very helpful. They always want to help you. So it's just
That's
like a
wonderful.
great mix. Everyone wants you to get employed after you graduate.
Yeah. Definitely. And I just want to mention as well that the opportunity to get a placement, to go on a placement or study abroad is available on most of the courses we offer. So you could be like Ekaterina going abroad, and you will get that experience as well if you're studying a creative industry
I have
subject
friends-
like
I have
yeah.
friends who right now are in Bali. I have one who's doing a work experience. A year off. Is working a placement year. Yeah, sorry. I have another one who's in London. I have another one who's in Czech Republic. I have some friends who are in South America. So everyone is all around the globe right now, and you get a lot of support to actually achieve your dreams if you want to go somewhere else.
Somehow during the second year, you don't get to see your classmates because like the 80% of them are like somewhere like in another country. So yeah, it's going to be like maybe 5 people in the classroom.
Okay, so and we don't have to say, of course it's fun, but it's also it makes you a lot more employable. That because employers these days they look for someone that has international experience, that has that cultural awareness. So so we do our best to give you guys the chances to get those experiences. So yeah, that's great. So there's a big focus on employability here at Northumbria. So I just like to remind the viewers again to keep commenting the questions. We're going to look through them at the end. And don't forget to comment why you love Northumbria University, because you still have a chance to win Northumbria hoodie. We'll select the winners at the end, and it could be you. Could be wearing the hoodie like the students wearing in the near future. Yes, so I have last question of the ones that came in previously. So that's again to the students. So to you guys, what do you love about Northumbria? So these are some hints for the viewers. You could comment the same ones.
You go first.
But the thing that I love the most is the inclusivity. The thing that there are like many international students and everyone is equal in front of everyone. So it makes me feel like at home, that I'm safe here. So I really love that about Northumbria.
The same thing, but I'd add the fact that because it's a very international university, you meet so many people. You have so many chances to do so many things and concentrate on what you like and what your hobbies are. So that's a great thing, and you have so many opportunities in societies. You meet friends, and you can do so many cool stuff within the students' union and then the university itself. You're given so many opportunities, and the tutors are extremely supportive. No matter what you need, or whenever you need their help, they're there to help you. It's just amazing. I never feel like I'm far from home.
That's great. So I'll mention why I like Northumbria as well, just in case you're curious. So I really like that it's a really modern university. It's a young university, but it's the fastest rising on the rankings university in the UK. So it's always improving. It's just getting better and better every year, and it's just really nice to be and study in that kind of environment where everyone's ambitious. It's just the whole vibe is really all about moving forward and taking on tomorrow, just as the slogan goes. So that's probably one of my favorite things.
Even the rooms in the uni are new. Everything is new. The library is absolutely amazing. I've never seen such a beautiful library. I'm not gonna lie. And the rooms where you can study in the design building, we have so many facilities that you can use, and it just makes your dream come true.
Yeah, like even for students who are interested in doing law, we actually have like a courtroom, so you can practice and see like what it is actually being inside the court.
Yeah, I think that's kind of cool as well. That was the first time I saw a dual courtroom as well at Northumbria. So yes, you get to practice there if you study law. Yeah, so I'm just gonna ask my colleagues if there's any questions that came through. So let me just grab my laptop. Yeah, so I see that there's been some questions that came in through the comments. So what are the sports facilities like? I don't know who's the most sporty out of us here. What have you guys experienced the sports facilities?
I've used the Sports Central for 1 year. You have a very well equipped gym and very nice people to work with. You have trainers, you have classes, a wide variety. You also have a pool that you can use. I was doing have cycling classes, and I use the gym quite a lot in my second year. It's great. You can also join different teams, basketball, football, any sport that you like, and you you make new friends as well. It's a new environment, so it's great from that point of view. I have a lot of friends in doing sports and being in sports team.
It's got a lovely climbing wall as well, and the arena is really big, so it's great for any kind of sport. So your netball, basketball, anything kind of like that. So it's always worth kind of looking online to see what more information you can find on there, or if they are coming to Newcastle for any reason, keeping a visit around to see what there is as well.
Yes, definitely. And we have recently invested very heavily in our sports Sports Central. So it's brand new as well. It was a massive investment. So we had really modern facilities as well. So whether you study sports or you would just like to have it as a hobby, it's there for you. So we have around 40 sports, if I'm not mistaken. So you can there's a lot of choices for you. If you like to join a team, as Diana said, we tend to perform extremely well in those. I believe we're in top 15 at the moment. In the UK in Bucks League, which is British Universities and Colleges sports competition. So really proud of that. So if you're a top performing athlete, this is going to be a great university for you. If you'd like to try something new, you can join a team from the bottom and build your skills up. So there's everything you would need for sports. So I think we had another question. Is there an airport pickup service? So we have covered that already. So there is a pickup service. So if you arrive within specific days in September, we can pick you up from the airport for free and take you to your accommodation. So it is available. Okay, and I think these are all the questions that we had come through. If you think of anything else, feel free to email us on eurecruitment@northumbria.ac.uk. It's going to be either me or my colleagues that's going to answer you. So you can do that, and you can also come for an open day, or as Samantha mentioned, if you're ever in Newcastle, just email us and we can organize for you to see the facilities, the Sports Central, or whatever else you'd like to see. So I think that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was useful. Thanks for the participants. You've been great.
Thank you.
Hope to see you at Northumbria next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, and